In construction of Runiverse, and as well with your experience in gaming, how do you see the mechanics of gaming? Because one of the challenges we have right now is and is going to be a serious part is the first of all the risks that are coming out of this, because most of people are still confused what is going to happen out of this, what is going to be happening in the sense of the interactions. But and this is a big question, sorry, but I buried me for a while. So at the moment, let's just look at numbers. Okay, there's around, and this is official numbers. Okay, the numbers they speak for themselves, but we're talking about, when I talk about active people playing, we're talking about 3 billion people worldwide playing games every day. And when we talk about internet, is around 4 to 5 billion people. So that means most of the people on the internet are playing games. So, and then, like you said, we have the other paradox, that is the financial models that are right now very complex. That is, for instance, you mentioned blockchain and crypto, but at the end of the day, from the world population, around only 300 million, 350 million people have some kind of access to crypto. So that means there's still 7 billion people to bring to the journey. And at the same time, the financial models right now is that if you look at the average salaries are very small worldwide. I think probably the countries with the minimum wage, and this data from 2023, the top wage around the world of minimum wage is around $2,000, $3,000. So we have all these paradoxes, but in the end of the day, wherever you are, someone in Philippines or someone in Italy or in Los Angeles, you are somehow sharing the same UI UX platforms. And effectively, we're getting more and more into platforms like what you guys are building with Runiverse. So what you're trying to do is precisely a game that solves some of these problems. So can you tell us the vision within this context of the big picture? And I know this is a much bigger picture that is not what you guys are not trying to solve the world economy. No one can solve it. But how do you see your hat as an entrepreneur, your hat as a product, and your hat as well as a father and as a social person, and your own self?
No, that is you catch the point perfectly. Just let me say this: when we are coming back to our children, and when we were a child, I mean, when we were children, so everything that we have learned when we were children, we learned using the game, playing. You know, at the beginning, when you have 1 year old, you just play with this one before to understand this is a glass to drink something. So you need to play that one. When you need to learn to count the numbers, for example, you play with the color stuff that you play to 1, 2, you play with the pencil, with the colors. Everything you learn just by playing. Everything we have learned just playing. So gaming and playing is the best way to learn everything. So this point we have got this one. So now to learn, we need to study. We consider that we need to study. We need to make, but gaming, playing is the best way to learn in every way. So if your work start to be a game and you have fun doing that one, that is the best way to learn. So my consideration about this one is exactly what you have said before about the numbers. The numbers of people now that are on internet, billions and billions, the numbers that are playing games, that are billions, and the number that are in crypto space are millions. So which is the best way to drive them, and why to drive them? Because the games. So if we let them play and have fun during this, they are going to learn this one. That is exactly what we have said before with my boy. So he transformed something, a boring lesson of trading made on Bitfinex or on Coinbase or whatever, in a game. So that is to drive people. So I can't say that this is our mission, of course, but this is our fil rouge behind the product that we do, because we would like just to mix crypto and gaming, because gaming is the best way to learn. Of course, Runiverse is a tool for crypto space, for crypto players, because you can put your tokens inside. There is a new way to make airdrops, is the new way to create engagement of different communities. For example, but this one, if you want, we can talk later about this one. Well, we are now creating a strong partnership with Class A players on crypto space, like a Polygon, Alchemy, Chainlink. So we are create partnership with this one to create a specific tournament inside of Runiverse. So all the people that the community around Matic, around Polygon will be able to you know, there are different communities playing that one and challenging them inside of Runiverse using different tokens. So the Matic community will, for example, challenge the Links community, so they can play with different tokens. And so let's see who's gonna be the winner at the end of the day or the week. And we put some prizes at the end of the tournament and so on. And as we have said before, the difference between kids and us, that when there's something new is coming out, like ChatGPT, an example is perfect in Italy, because as you know, ChatGPT, it was banned in Italy since a few weeks ago. So why? Because the adults, we see the dangers that could be in the innovation. The children and the young people, they see the opportunity in the innovation. So this is the main difference. We need to change how to see things. We need to remind how we saw and how we thought that at the innovation when we were young. And so for this one, the kids are really important. And how we try that one? So we can say that Runiverse is the, you know, the changer, of course. It's just a piece of the puzzle, but every big puzzle need all the pieces. So we are just a piece of a huge puzzle. And what we are doing is just to create this partnership with these brands to make our presence more important as possible, because we trust in it. That's it. And we integrated, of course, even we are integrating, we are creating, now we are working on Polygon chain, because we are partnering with them, but we are integrated the cross-chain side. So the people from BSC will be able to challenge other players on Polygon chain, on ERC20, even if the cost now is very high. About ERC20 still high, but the layer 2, of course, are more perfect for the gaming, because the speed and because the cost of the gas. But what we are doing just to create a different chain and make the game cross-chain, so you don't have to exit from a game to another one. So the Runiverse BSC version against the Runiverse Polygon version, but the player doesn't understand on which chain is. So if I'm on BSC, that's perfect. I can play on BSC, but I'm playing again against a player that maybe is playing on Polygon, and I don't know, because they just see the front end. So the point what we would like just to reach and make more easy as possible the front end, what the people see. So the engine behind that is, of course, is extremely important, because it must be fast, and the blockchain, unfortunately, still sometimes doesn't have this. It's not exactly extremely always fast, and the performance must be, you know, extremely polished, smooth, because the people you know, they play with PS5, we play with Xbox, everything is quick, everything is fast, so they need this in the games, but the games on blockchain is not so fast. Well, we are working on it, so the technology is growing and we're going.